Hey everybody, in this video, we're going to talk about how to rock calculus. First, congratulations, you've made it to calculus. I know it has been quite the journey to get here. As you begin this journey, you may experience some common emotions like excitement, maybe some nerves, maybe curiosity. And I know that you truly want to rock calculus. Seriously, nobody signs up for calculus and says to themselves, I want to do bad in this class. No, I know that you want to do really well. So after guiding students through this course over many years, I'd like to share several tips that will help you right from the start. Tip number 1, Al the cat. When I was a kid, there was a cat in the neighborhood named Al. The interesting thing about Al is that he would show up at our doorstep at the same time every day. And when he showed up, he was always present, ready to play. So like Al the cat, you need to commit to showing up to class every day. Each day that you show up and practice, you are getting a little bit better. It's like we're climbing a staircase every single day. And on certain days, it might not seem like you're actually getting higher on the stairs, but by showing up and continuing to practice, you actually are progressing. Now, you can't just physically show up to class, you have to mentally show up as well. And that means when you do calculus, just do calculus. For instance, it's very common in this day and age to have our mind divided into several tasks. We might be doing some calculus, but at the same time, we might be also texting friends, surfing the web, going on social media, or thinking about other classes. In this way, we're not really present. And if our mind is always divided like this, how often are we truly showing up for any activity? So in addition to learning math and calculus, we're also training ourselves to get better at learning how to focus on one thing. And in that way, we'll be fully present, like Al the cat. Tip number 2, take the stagecoach. There is no way that learning can be rushed in calculus. Instead of a race car, we have to take the stagecoach, which moves slow enough for us to see all the details of the scenery. And this means that diligent practice each day is much better than skipping a lot of days of practice and trying to cram all at once. Tip number 3, bell peppers. I once had a student who would eat bell peppers before class, literally like apples, and he was filled with energy during class. Now, I'm not saying that you should go eat bell peppers before every class. What I am saying is let's consider the bell pepper to be a symbol, a memory aid that helps us remember to eat healthy before class. Calculus takes brain power and concentration, so we need to fuel ourselves with healthy foods to support this concentration. And on that note, we want to avoid junk foods. Although certain junk foods might taste good in the moment, they won't give you the right fuel for sustained energy. And speaking of food, tip number 4, spilled spaghetti. When a baby eats spaghetti, we all know what happens. It usually ends up all over their face, all over the table, and perhaps all over the floor. Since they don't yet know how to eat it with a fork, they explore and they make a lot of mistakes. In the same way, learning is very messy. And in calculus, you're going to make a lot of mistakes, and you have to be okay with this. I've observed that students can sometimes get frustrated with the amount of mistakes that they make learning calculus. But I want you to remember that no one knows calculus before they've learned calculus. In order to get better at something, you have to make mistakes. You have to go through the phase where you spill the spaghetti. Tip number 5, grab the mic. I have no doubt in my mind that you will have a lot of questions in calculus. If you have a question, you need to grab the mic and ask. There are no dumb questions, and there's a high probability that the questions that you have are probably in the minds of other students as well. Tip number 6, your book. Now you might be thinking that I'm going to tell you that you need to read your textbook. That's certainly a good idea, but what I really mean here is that we each have our own story. Although the stories in our books are all different, we all share a common chapter, which is called Learning Calculus. But we may not always be on the same page with each other. And because of this, I strongly encourage you to not compare yourself to other classmates. For example, suppose that you don't understand a particular problem, and your other classmates seem like they do. In a situation like this, it's very important that you don't let comparisons affect your self-confidence. Just keep your focus on practice, improvement, and teamwork, and that will lead you to understand the problem in question. And that brings us to our final tip, tip number 7, handshake. A handshake is a symbol of trust and agreement. We'll use a virtual handshake to symbolize our trust in terms of academic integrity. Unfortunately, I know that some of us might be tempted with academic dishonesty from time to time. That's why we have a handshake. We need to agree that we're going to be honest with each other. Our goal is to learn calculus here, not to cheat our way through it. And if you do find yourself faced with a decision that involves academic honesty, I want you to consider a deeper question. What kind of person do you want to be? Honest or dishonest? It's much easier to just work hard and learn the material of the course, rather than working hard trying to win back the trust of your peers and instructor. So now what I want you to do is get a piece of paper. At the top of the paper, write "My calculus commitment." Then we'll write the following. I will show up like Al. I will take the stagecoach. I will think bell pepper and choose healthy foods. I will spill spaghetti. I will grab the mic. I will strive to not compare my book. And here is my virtual handshake of integrity. This is how I will rock calculus. Add your name, signature, and date to the bottom of this, and then send it to your instructor. As we wrap up this video, I'd like to leave you with one closing thought. The true challenge of calculus. The true challenge is not the math, it's us. We are the ones who fluctuate like a sine wave. The math is just a constant. We have ups and downs, good days and bad days, strengths and areas that we need to improve upon. Knowing that we fluctuate helps us better understand ourselves. And that helps us when we're on a quest to learn something new. So as you begin your calculus journey, keep the tips in this video in the back of your mind. Remember to persevere and never give up. And that's how you rock calculus!